Hi everyone! First I'm going to say please ignore my voice. I went to a music festival in LA called Hard Summer this past weekend and I lost my voice. And it's been almost a week and it still hasn't come back. So we're just going to continue on like this isn't happening. So this weekend is my birthday. I'm turning 23 years old and I'm really excited, but I decided this Friday is the day me and my friends are going to go celebrate. And we're going to go to this bar in LA called Beetle House LA. Basically, it's a Tim Burton themed bar. If you know me in real life, or hopefully you'll get to know me through my videos, I love anything spooky, creepy, anything in that realm is really up my alley. And I've been wanting to go to this bar for a while now. So this is the perfect opportunity for my birthday, but I also have to have the perfect makeup. So as you can tell, I have nothing on my face right now. I'm breaking out a little bit. I look like an alien without my eyebrows on. So we're going to change this. I'm going to do kind of like a little bit of a chatty get ready, talk through of my makeup. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty easy. A lot of people can do it, but it's going to be a little bit leaning towards the spooky side. So I'm really excited to film this video for you guys today. Let me know what you think and let me know what more you want on my channel. Yeah, I'm really excited to make more videos. Okay. Let's get started. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with my makeup yet today. I'm kind of just gonna wing it and see kind of what I like, but I know I want to do something kind of dark, smoky with a really strong cat eye. It's like very typical for me, and a really bold lip. We're gonna start off with our primer. I'm using the Hangover RX. Ooh, a little bit bright there. I'm learning how to do the Beauty Guru hand. Is just the primer I'm using right now. Not really my favorite, not my favorite, but I am liking it. So we're just gonna put that all over. Obviously, I already moisturized for today. Typical, normal skincare routine is done. And yeah, we're just gonna slather this all over the face. I also went to the Kylie pop-up store in LA today in Century City, hence all of the different stuff all over my hands. I actually bought 3 lip kits today, so I'm gonna probably pick one of those to be in the video. Let me just show you what I got. Why not? So I haven't even opened these yet, brand new. So I got Kylie lip kit in Moon. I got Brown Sugar, and I got Spice. I think I'm leaning towards Spice tonight. I'm not quite sure yet though. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Cover FX foundation in G40. I just recently got this. It's the Natural Finish foundation. I've only been using it for a couple of weeks now, but so far I'm really liking it. But really you only need like that much. It's super high coverage, but it's not cakey. It's not a cakey foundation. It's buildable. Has a really nice natural finish to it, which is really perfect since it says it is a natural finish. I'll take my gross little beauty blender here and just take like that much on it, and we'll just dab away. You really want to make sure that with a foundation that is full coverage and kind of thicker like this, you don't want to wipe with your beauty blender. I'm sure you've heard every beauty guru out there tell you that tip already, but it doesn't hurt to have a good reminder. You want to make sure you get like a little bit of your ears as well, especially if you have a hairstyle that you pull back and you expose your ears. You just want to make sure that you clean your ears too when you go to bed at night, or you're going to have like makeup all over your pillows and it looks yellow and it does not look cute and it looks like you're dirty, and you don't want that. Trust me, I have learned the hard way. So make sure you wash your ears if you are putting makeup on it, but you should wash them anyways because you should just wash your entire body. So I just want to say this is my first time using lighting on both sides, and it makes my skin look great, but it also kind of doesn't really show everything that I'm doing on here. It's a bit of a bummer. I might have to play around with the lighting more as I go forward in these videos. But we've already started and I don't want to start over. I don't want to waste this very expensive foundation that I paid for. Okay, so I've turned the lighting down a little bit on this side so it's not as harsh on my face. You can see a little bit more of what I'm actually doing. Contouring is one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine. I really feel that it can transform your face if it's done right. And contouring can very easily go wrong, especially if you go overboard, which I'm completely guilty of. Everyone has done it, and even like the most seasoned beauty gurus do it as well because it's really fun, but you can just go insane with it. I'm going in with the NYX, I don't know what this is actually called. This NYX kind of like foundation stick, and the color is in Deep Honey. Kind of all around the face, contouring it on the nose, and just kind of sucking in the face, looking kind of like this all the time, but obviously better than that. So basically we're gonna go kind of do a little bit on the cheekbones right there. Other side. Like that. And then we're just gonna go a little bit down here and on the sides like that. I have bangs, so they come down to like right about here, so I don't go all the way around. But if you show your entire forehead and you want to contour your entire face, you just go and you'll be good. I have, in my opinion, a big nose, so I like to contour my nose to make it kind of look like I got a nose job. So I just go I follow the sides of my nose up. It looks kind of wide right now, but we're going to blend it in. And we're also going to use our concealer to kind of snatch it to the center. So this is our starting point. I put a little bit right here too, just to kind of make that lip nose look kind of upturned at the end. So that's our contour. And you're done. Bye. Just kidding. We're going to take our Gross Beauty Blender again and just blend this all out. I start with my cheekbones just because I like to kind of get the effect of what's going on in my cheeks first to see if I put too much on, if I need to put a little bit less. But this is kind of, this base foundation or base makeup that I'm giving right now is kind of my everyday. So this is kind of automatic for me. I can kind of do this part in my sleep. So we just want to blend that out. Make sure you're dabbing. That'll make it go a lot quicker for you. Nose. So I sometimes have to remind myself to not swipe on my nose. It's really tempting sometimes to get it to blend the way you want, but if you do that, you're just going to move the foundation underneath, and that's just gonna set you back, and that's how it should look. Done. So now I'm going to use my Born This Way Natural Radiant Concealer in Light Nude. So we're gonna go in with our concealer. I'm just gonna zoom you guys in. I know this is very scary, but this will help kind of show you what exactly I'm doing on my face right now. We're gonna go in with the under eye concealer, kind of the basic concealer that you would do, like that. I don't, some people tend to bring it all the way down to like their cheeks. I don't really do that. I think I have a pretty small face, like just lengthwise. So I don't want to bring it and blend it into my concealer too much. Down the bridge of my nose and right on the tip, just to get that same kind of upturned nose effect. Put a little bit on my upper lip to kind of make the lip kind of go out a little bit more like that. Don't you love all the accurate terms I'm using for everything? Really, really a beauty guru in the making, I know. I'm going to take the other side of our Dirty Beauty Blender, and we're going to blend out all of the concealer now. The nose. So I was just talking to my roommate. She was going to watch for a second, but I'm going to continue on, so if you hear someone talking, that's her coming in, and I'm sure you'll get to know her soon. Her name's Tara.
Are you introducing me?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Now I want to.
Yeah, you can come in right now. I'm just blending out my concealer right now. Oh, goodness. I'm trying really hard not to like look in the viewfinder a bunch and like actually look in the camera while I'm talking.
Wait, what one are you supposed to do?
This one, because this is just to like make sure I'm like filming the I'm not blurry or anything. But it's really tempting to just like look at yourself and like watch while you're doing it.
That's like looking at your camera when you take a photo of yourself.
Yes, exactly.
It just looks weird.
Yeah.
You're looking in people's people's souls. But maybe that's the point of YouTube. I don't know.
It is, probably. I also look like a demon ghost right now, but
Why?
just because I'm like in the middle of it and I just look like washed out.
Yeah.
So while Tara's in the room,
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about it.
I'm gonna be putting up. Oh, I just blew that up in the air. That looks like I just like smoked a joint. Basically, you're going to put the powder underneath your eye like this to set your concealer. Some people put powder all over their entire face. I don't, because I kind of look like looking a little dewy. While you're doing this, you kind of look a little insane, like a ghost. This is weird with you being in here.
This is like kind of cool.
Okay, so my roommate is left and we're going to be back on track now. Now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows using my go-to Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I use the color Ebony because I have really, really dark hair. So as you probably noticed, I have weird alien eyebrows, and I do this because the way my eyebrows naturally grow in is really, really low on my face. And I do makeup a lot. I love doing makeup. And I like doing weird, crazy makeup that kind of comes up high. And if I have low eyebrows, I have less space on my eyelids. So I just got rid of the ends of my eyebrows and I just use this part as a starting point, and I just draw my eyebrows pretty up high now because I really like that really high arched look. So I always have to make sure I'm really, really focused. So if I stop talking right now, which I'm probably going to stop talking while I'm doing this, that's why, because my eyebrows are the hardest part for me to do. So as you can tell, I like to go straight up and have a very, very slight arch. I like when my eyebrows kind of just go straight up and out. The other hard part about doing eyebrows for me is making them look the same. I know everyone says that eyebrows are sisters, not twins, but even getting them to be sisters is sometimes a struggle, am I right? Mine are more like cousins, usually. So like I said, or like you can see, I usually start with the bottom of my eyebrow and then I go into the top and kind of make the lines that I want, and then I fill it in. And I tend to not fill in too much of the actual eyebrow part because that's where I kind of want that ombre effect within my eyebrows. So I fill in mostly just the lighter parts that are showing my skin and just put like a tiny little bit on the actual eyebrow. Barely even touching my real eyebrows, honestly. I use the spoolie end now, and this is kind of where my eyebrows all come together, is just kind of blending them in. You can see that. And so even though I didn't put a lot of product on my actual brow, I'm pulling it in from what was over here and blending it in to the rest of my eyebrow. And we just do this to the other side. Those are pretty much my eyebrows. So I've noticed right here is a little bit lower than where these eyebrows are. So that's where I'm going to use concealer to kind of clean up the underneath part of my eyebrows. So we're going to go in again with the same concealer I used on my entire face. So I just take a tiny little bit on a little concealer brush. But we're going to go in and just clean up. See? It already looks a lot better. And so I'm doing this pretty slowly right now, but this is a part of my daily routine, so I am very used to doing this, especially when I'm getting ready for work in the morning. I have to be pretty quick at this, or I can be late, and that's not good. But right now I'm really just talking it through so you can kind of see the whole process of how I get my eyebrows to look like this. Oh, my cat wants to come up really bad. He usually sits kind of right in front of me while I'm doing my makeup. You'll see him around. So now we're getting into the fun part of the makeup that I really enjoy, which is the eyes. So we're going to continue to let my under eyes and my nose and my forehead bake with the powder that we already put on. My eyebrows are done, and so we'll kind of have a guide of where I can place my eyeshadow now. I'm going to zoom you guys back in. Alright, so we're really zoomed in on my face now. Man, I don't know how beauty gurus make themselves look nice all the time in these videos, but maybe we'll zoom in a little bit now. Starting with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow primer. I've beaten this thing to death and it still keeps on giving me more. It's lasted me forever because you really just need the tiniest little amount on your eyelid. Tiniest little amount on both lids. That's literally all you need. So we're gonna kind of blend that into the lid. So we're gonna start with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. Hi Leo, hi bud. You want to come up? Okay. My cat wanted to say hi. Look it, it's your debut, you beautiful boy. So Leo, my Siamese little boy, one second. So this is where Leo likes to sit while I do my makeup. Just watches me. It's very cute. So we're gonna start with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, which is, if not one of my favorites, my favorite palette. I use this guy so much, it's insane. We're gonna start with this color right here, Triple Fudge. We'll just use like a little rinky-dinky shadow packing brush. And you're gonna tap off the excess. And we're just gonna kind of pack that onto the lid pretty generously. And what I like to say with makeup is that you're gonna look crazy before you look good. That's kind of just a fact of life at this point. Just messing around up there. I want to make sure you have a lot on there because we're going to be blending and there's a chance a lot of this can blend away. I gotta remember to look at the camera. Like, I need to look at you guys and not the viewfinder. I'm learning, okay? And then we're going to take just kind of a pretty, kind of fairly clean blender brush. We're going to take Milk Chocolate right here. So kind of this cool, another cool toned but much lighter brown color. We're going to take this blending brush and we're going to use that to kind of blend all this out and kind of soften all these harsh edges that we just made. And the real trick to getting this to kind of blend out the way we want it to is to just blend, 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 blend. Really blend until your wrist hurts. You kind of have the top lid, kind of base shadows we're going to start with done. And now we're going to bring in some color into this look because right now it's really dark, it's really kind of muted, and we want it to have a little pop to it. I used this palette in one of my practice videos that I made before on this channel, but we're going to use it again, and it's the Mermaid Life palette. I got this palette during a beauty convention probably about a year ago, and it's amazing. I love it. The actual pans are huge, and it literally looks like I've barely even touched this, but I have used it quite a lot. We're going to use this purple right here. That color is La Sirena, the siren I think is what that's trying to say. So we're going to use that color. And we're going to use the same packing brush we used earlier. Other side, doesn't really matter. We're just going to take some of this color and plop it kind of just right in the center of the lid to bring some color into this look. We don't want it to be, I'm not trying to make this be super, super popping, but just enough that you can be like, oh, there's some purple on that girl's lid. That looks nice. That's the goal, is to kind of have this shift when people are looking at your makeup. They can see that little extra touch, which I really like. And now we're going to use our blending brush again, our handy dandy blending brush. Our handy dandy blush. And we're going to take more milk chocolate from the chocolate bar palette. And we're going to, once again, just kind of go in there and blend out any harsh edges. You don't want to go in too intensely with this or brush away all the purple you've done. But you do want to make sure that there's not really anything harsh in there, but that the purple color still stands. And so now we're going to go into the under eye. We're obviously not going to use this brush, that'd be a little bit crazy. We're going to use a little pencil brush to kind of get this under eye area to look really poppin' as well. Triple Fudge color from the chocolate bar palette, and we're kind of just going to go in under the eye. And you're going to want to bring this up into where your makeup was going before. So when we were blending the eyeshadows, we're kind of blending up and out. And you're going to want to bring this under eyeshadow kind of into that, so it all blends kind of seamlessly together up there. Other side, obviously. And I even like to take, once again, this pencil brush and put a little bit on just kind of the right end of the eye right here, where the purple kind of ends and your eyelid ends, just to kind of pack a little bit more of the darkness right into the corner, just to make it kind of define the eye a little bit stronger. And you can kind of blend that up into the lid a little bit as well, kind of right into where that crease is. This is where your eyeshadow should be standing right now. You got the dark brown on the bottom, the Triple Fudge, blended out with milk chocolate, put on top with the purple La Serena color from the Mermaid Dreams palette. Blended it out a little bit more with the milk chocolate, and we went back in with the Triple Fudge for the under eye and kind of a little bit of that crease color right here. So that's kind of what this really simple eyeshadow look is. We're done with the eyeshadows, guys. We did it. So we're gonna go in with probably my favorite eyeliner right now. It's the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is a great eyeliner. I'm sure you've heard all about it. I'm sure many of you have already tried it. But yeah, it's great. It has a really, really sharp tip, as you can see. It's great. So we're gonna go in crazy, crazy cat eye. Let's do it. So for me, I usually like starting with drawing in the line first of where I want my eyeliner to be on my eye. And I draw it just kind of right to the end of my lid. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to follow where your bottom lid kind of ends and follow kind of the trajectory of that and go up. Once again, this is really hard for me, and I do this every single day. And it's one of those things that just takes so much practice to really get good at following the line and having just a steady hand as you shoot it up. So you have the first line you do down, and then the second line that you bring up like that. As you can tell with my makeup, I like to make the lines first and then fill it in. And so we're gonna kind of go in, angle your tip of your liquid eyeliner, whatever one you're using, and we're gonna draw down to finish in the lines of the eyeliner. Ooh, careful, Leo. Ooh, Leo just almost knocked over the camera. Hey, stop. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. And remember, guys, this doesn't have to be perfect. I mess up on this all the freaking time. My two sides never look exactly the same. And that's just kind of how life is. And so if you have a little goof with your eyeliner as well, use the same concealer brush to kind of clean it up like we do with the eyebrows. There's no shame in it. Just part of the game. So now we're all zoomed back out again, and we're gonna kind of finish off the face. We're gonna brush away all the excess gobbledygook you had on the side of the nose. And now we're gonna go in with the bronzer. We already contoured, so we're gonna go pretty light on the bronzer right now. Basically, we're gonna use this little Smashbox palette that kind of has everything you need. Whoa. Leo. That's my cat's tail. Cute, relatable content, I know. So we're gonna take a bit of a mix of this cooler brown shade with this warmer brown shade. He's so cute, I can't be mad at him. And just kind of run that along the cheeks. We already put the contour cream down, so we don't want to go too intensely with the powders, but we just want to make sure that we have intensified what was already laid down there and that it didn't get covered up with all the rest of the makeup that we did. Now for the highlight. Love a good highlight. We're going to be using this little Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales palette. It's a collab with Lorac, I believe. Yeah, Lorac. And we're going to be using just the highlighter I use the most from this palette. It's pretty nice. It's called Star Reader. MAC highlighting brush. Get it in there. Bloop, bloop. And we're going to go kind of in the typical places you would put your highlighter. So on the kind of little tops of your cheek, on both sides. I put a little bit down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, on the lip, on the chin. The last couple places we will put the highlighter on is in the corner of the eyes and on the bridge of our eyebrows. We're wearing a lot of dark eyeshadows today, so we want to make sure that our eyes are still wide and open. And on the bridge to highlight everything we did on the eyebrow. Kind of the final touch that I like to do is right on the tip of the nose. I typically don't wear a lot of blush, but since it's my birthday going out celebration, I'm going to put it on a little bit tonight, and I'm using the MAC Warm Soul Mineralized Bronzer. I'm just going to use this little blusher brush, tap it off, and just kind of over top all the stuff you did on your cheeks just a little bit. I like a little bit on the nose too. Now we're going to take our Hangover setting spray. I'm almost out of this if you can hear it. I'm going to spray it all over. Now we're almost done. We're going to curl our eyelashes. And for mascara today, we're going to be putting on the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. And I like this mascara, but for some reason, the formula is so much wetter than it was the last time I tried it. It kind of just gets all over the place. And it kind of gives me those spider lashes, which I'm not always going for, but in this instance, since we're going to a Tim Burton bar tonight, I don't really mind it. And so that is the eyeshadow look. Today, like I said, I got 3 new Kylie lip kits. And I'm kind of trying to decide which one I think would go best with this look that I have going on. I think I'm gonna go with Moon, and we'll see how that works. Very fitting for Tim Burton as well. We're gonna go in and fill it in now. It has a really strong, like, sugary scent. I don't know how much I like it. It's really strong. The color is pretty, and it goes on very nicely. And that is the look, guys. So let me fix my crazy bangs and we'll show you the complete look that I'm wearing tonight. So this is the final look for the evening. Got my little scrunchie going on. Got my Winona Ryder bangs happening. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Again, this is a pretty simple, easy, quick makeup tutorial that most people can do just with a little bit of practice. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm really excited to make more videos like this in the future. I have a lot of stuff planned, and I can't wait for you to see it. So, see you guys later. Bye.